Hello, world! Nimby, Beverly, Geese, sincerely Austin, how's it guys doing? I did a bit of stuff off screen. Nothing too wild. I'm not pretty sure if I did the egg farm off stream. This one actually does not need a name because it is not. It's outgoing only. Yeah, I read already. How's it even? Sure, it means a day just work on some smaller projects. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. I've been doing a bit of work trying to get the storage system set up. Hold on. You know, this is just generally fun. Okay, that is the best way for me to describe this. Oh. It's just fun. Just riding on the chain drives. Today's been going fine. I did a lot of gardening earlier. Clear out some lawns. Oh, okay. That's something to do, I suppose. Anyways, so, So yeah, this is just kind of the current setup I've got going here. So we got the factory over here. Collected a few references for your resume from the higher ups. Oh, that's nice to hear. Definitely thanked for long hours. That's good to hear. I definitely hope that those longer hours end up translating into a, you know, actual, you know, better pay. Okay, wait, so I'm gonna check something. Documentation, is it tier 3? Summon decoy. Doesn't really give you all that much info on how the decoy works, though. Oh well. I'm kind of wondering if I can use it as a way to, you know, keep the, oh, what's it called? The enemies spawning over by the mob spawner. Anywho. So, yeah, so this is the setup here, basically. Everything from the other things is supposed to funnel into here. And then it goes into this big vault at the end. And all packages come out of here. I am gonna adjust it at some point, because, you know. We don't really need that. Hope it does while you're still here. A few of them told you you're both the most liked and the hardest working. Well, that's good to hear. But it's not an excuse to rest on your laurels. Anyways, so yeah, this is what we're going for. It is a very nice setup I have here. Like I said, I do want to make it more of a, I wonder how difficult it'd be to make this system. Hold on. I think if I do it like this, so then I get the encase chain drive. Go like that, and then that. And... I have no clue how to look at this. I guess the only question is, like, will it work? You know, maybe deep down, it'd actually just be easier to do this, like, with a frog. Cause, like, just, like, you know, like, we'll get the gear, like, we'll get the chain drives over here more. I have no clue. Because I need outgoing just as much as we need, you know, incoming. But I don't want to have to make an entirely different system, though, just for the outgoing packages, though. Like, this is incoming, obviously. Yeah, this is where... Ah! The numbers have already appeared! Thank you, Insanely Hostile, while we try to decipher what you're doing with your finances today. Alright then. Also, there's no need to apologize, just so you know. You know what? I'm breaking it. I'm breaking it. Wait, guys, we're breaking it. Oh my god, I have so much junk. I need to dump off some of this, but I can't get around to it. I always take an eternity to get around to doing much of anything, it seems like. Okay, so... Okay, so I'm thinking we'll go like... We're gonna add an extra chain drive to make this a little bit taller for some head clearance. Maybe we can even go taller! Just maximum height! Well, if we go for maximum height, then the frog won't reach. But you get the point! Okay, okay, so I put this here. Well, this'll connect, right? Yeah. Alright, okay, and... Now, will he reach is the question. So I'll put him like here. And then, yeah, that'll fit. Alright, there we go. Now, something else. I can't for the life of me remember. Okay, yeah, so I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do a different setup entirely, which... kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. If that's gonna be the case, though... I guess the real question here is where do I want to put everything? Because, like, I got places I could put everything if I need to. Working on bank reconciliations right now. A lot of bank statements. Oof. I don't know what exactly that is. I don't think I want to know what exactly that is. Sounds complicated and unfun. Then again, I suppose it's a lot of, you know, finances. That's where the real dark magics come from. The world of finance. Whew. Scary. But hey, that's just what some of us have to do. For what it's worth, my job isn't exactly what some people would consider to be the greatest thing ever. So, I won't give anybody trouble over it. Tyron 11, welcome to even. Probably have like 1 or 2 bank accounts. Cities and countries can have upwards of 100. Dude, why do you need it? Like, is everything just that separate? Where you need like 1,000 bank accounts just to make everything work? Just like that, it all works. I don't know. Tell me, what do you guys think? Does this look awful or... I got no clue. What do you guys think? Terrible? Restricted cash is only allowed to be spent on certain types of activity, and having it in an account makes it easier. That's fair. Still, though, it's definitely a lot to keep track of. Okay, so... Yeah, but it's like I said, so I figured out the way that the frogs work. So the way the frogs work is the package... Oh. The package must have the same name as the frog. There's a half-decent chance there might be a package coming this way, but... Also a decent chance there isn't. That's like the best part of it all. Yeah, so now everything's connected to what's in that vault. And we have a lot of resources here. Supervisor frog. And not exactly. He's more of a, well, I don't know what I'd call him, but I wouldn't call him a supervisor. Okay, so... So I guess I'll put this maybe like right here-ish. Also, I have no clue what the logic is for the chains. I'm gonna just note that I have no clue how the chain drive works. Well, okay, I know how it works. I just don't know what the logic is behind how many chains go where. Okay, no joke. No joke. I really hope that the butchery mod gets compatibility with these. If for nothing else, then because that would be so peak. Actually, wait, hold on. Hold on. I gotta go check on that mod page. I don't know if I follow the mod or not, wait. I don't know if I follow the mod, so it might be difficult to... Oh, fuck. Last update, March 30th. 2025, wait. Well, now I gotta see what they added. Let's see here, 153. Pretty basic stuff, honestly. Oh, wait, hold on. Might be time I updated it, actually. Let's see here. Well, it updated very recently, so it's pretty likely that there's some stuff in there I haven't seen. See, that's a funny line right there in Semi-Hostile, because my friends never go on the server without me asking them first. I don't think people like the server. I've just given it my best, but it's just not good enough. Anyways. I don't know, I don't think they like my mod pack. That might just be me, though. Maybe it's me they don't like. Okay, yeah, so they made it so that you can butcher wolves in the latest update, but that's still kind of not much, honestly. Oh well. Also, they messed up the version numbering. Like 3.0 is literally a nothing update. And don't get me wrong, I know that in reality, version numbers don't matter. You know, like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyways, so, what was I gonna do? Okay, so... in order to get everything going on here... might have to redo this. Okay, so I'm curious. Will this work? Do I have an extra frog port? I need another frog port. Okay, wait, hold on. So, I'll put you there. And I'll put... you on the side rather than on the top, because on the side that means I could put a frog port on top of it. And maybe we'll see if we can send a box out that way. Maybe. What's life though sometimes? Either it works or it doesn't. And at the time it doesn't, honestly. Oops. Barely reaches, okay. Okay, so now I gotta pick up the stock ticker. Tune into the network, put it over here, and make that blazing plate again. Okay, so we're just gonna... okay, that worked! That worked. Oh, I don't like this one bit. Oops. Now, we got what we wanted to do there. Alright, so that worked. I am so tempted to rebuild to redo this. They have tempted me to just redo this entire thing. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm just... I can't. I can't. It's too much. I can't live with this. Okay, so... I gotta break. Okay, that's spinning good. Good. I don't remember. Okay. I have it shaped in the wrong direction. I'm just gonna... oh, this is a much better vantage point. And nothing again. Building is fun until you gotta actually do it. Okay. Well, we don't need this. We just need to, like, throw a couple more on here. Now you just do some shafts to get everything out of the way. And now it's going the wrong direction. I have options. I just don't know if I want to do those options. Well, actually, do I? Hold on. Let's try. Okay, you. See, guys, I can figure stuff out. I can figure stuff out. Okay, look. You look at that. That looks so much cleaner, and the boxes have a clean thing to go through. My problem is that the boxes are just kind of there. Otherwise. Huh. There's a crate of eggs. Right, what's the label on it? Factory, all lowercase. Now, why didn't... Hold on. Okay, that worked. That worked, okay. I just didn't know what was going on there. Actually... Now that I think about it, this... I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what to do about this. On one hand, was not expecting the frog. Yes, very clean. Yeah, they're just frogs. They just do frog things. Okay, so... Legitimate question, though. What am I trying to do here? What do I want? Okay, well... I could later down the line look into probably, making an actual, like, you know, pickup point for stuff. For now, though, I don't really care too much about what's in the vault. As much as I just want to be able to get everything gone. I mean, the frog is part of the machines. Don't make no mistake. Oh, okay. Among other things I did, I also... Because I didn't think I was getting enough, production from the other place. So I made this as an ace alternative. I'm gonna have to adjust this. Okay, so... only place near initial angle. Wait. Only place when anchor destroyed. There you go. Because I don't want to have to re-till this dirt every time something happens. Because, fun fact, something happens a lot down here. Okay, so I think... Bleh. Oh wait, this might be you might get an opportunity to see another package get sent out. So the way I have this one set up is over here it's kind of the same deal as the one from earlier. Except this one is mostly for, the seeds and all that. But it uses the same frog port as the other As the other box does. Yeah, but anyway, so I stole my friend's food basically to make free to make stuff. Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great. Only problem with the conveyor belts is the horrible lag they produce. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna be seeing anything there. Maybe we're not quite at that stage yet. How far are we along? Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a while till the next order comes in. Yeah, I'm using a comparator for it. Call me old-fashioned, I guess. Honestly, the comparator was the best way to do this without having to crack out a computer, and that's even more lag right there, which is just not... This is the best way to do it. It basically just figures out how full the thing is, and then it sends it out when it's full. And that's all you need. Well, it was in that last box I dealt with was a bunch of eggs. You don't need eggs. Just enough either. Flintate! Anyways, so... Now comes the challenge. How am I gonna work with this? Okay, so the problem... Okay, so the problem with this guy right here is... He's not really capable of sending anything anywhere. Honestly, this entire belt system right here, I think it needs to go. Because... This is the more efficient method. This is the way to do it. It makes more sense this way. So in other words, I have wasted my time setting this up. You know what, yeah, we're gonna start over. Okay, look, there's a long-term goal here that we can use. It's just not gonna be as satisfying as I'd like it to be. Alright, there we go. So... Now what? Well, for one, this area needs more light. I'll deal with the lighting situation later. I don't feel like working with it now. Okay, so... First things first. I'm gonna work on getting the egg processing sorted. I did make some gauges for it. I think this is too far. Too far. Yeah, I think almost anywhere this is gonna be too far. What? Okay, well. Okay. Anyways. What to do with this? So I could just put another... Oh. Over. Over. But... Where'd he go? There he is! I don't know what the particles are for. I think it's part of Born in Chaos. It's been a bit, though. Makes the mobs really tanky for whatever reason. Is he gone? Must have scared him off. Clearly they understand that I'm just that good. Okay, so there's a couple ways I can do this. And I don't know if I can say I'm gonna be happy with any of them. Alright. Alright. So. Another option that I do have is we can go for the original setup. Instead, we have it set up though so that it's like this is outgoing rather than incoming. So we remove the whole outgoing packages thing and then just like, you know. There's a lot of mods here. I think that the particles there was Born in Chaos personally, but I don't know for sure. So now comes this part. My old enemy. Making create look good. I mean, create does look good. It's just, you know. It's a matter of not sucking at it. Okay, so I think I'll use a chain gear. I think I'll use a chain drive. Ironically though, not for transportation, but just for momentum. Or for the kinetic energy. Because, one, it keeps it out of the way, and two, it's just nice to look at. Just look at it go! This all to do with cardboard still. It's all to do with cardboard. At the end of the day, it is boxes all the way down. Alright? It's a Russian nesting doll. Anyways, so... Okay, so I'm gonna note there's a bit of an irony here. So first off, I think I'll focus on... Okay, let's start with something simple. Let's Yeah, we'll do the simple thing first. Then we'll get progressively more complicated as we go. I'm gonna put a barrel down so I don't have to keep dealing with all the junk. I'll clear the inventory out later. For now, I don't want to look at any of this. It's making my head hurt. I'm sorry, Dino Nuggies. Okay, so we're gonna start with the seed oil. That's the easiest one. So much effort for card. It's not. The cardboard boxes are the end result. Alright? Or they are a means to an end. Okay? Why does somebody just randomly have a cut open frog? I'm gonna just put it on the ground here. Oh my god. It's kind of cute in a way. That is weirdly morbid. Anyways. So what's that again? Okay, so first off, seed oil. I don't know if it was me that did that. I think somebody else did that one. Okay, so we're gonna need a mechanical press and a basin. So I guess we'll make the basin first. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Basin, mechanical press. Now that the difficult part's over, time to start focusing on the easier parts. Whatever. Those are cool. Anyways, I'm trying to remember how to go about this. It's difficult. Okay, so is that everything? I think that's the main stuff I need out of the way. Should I also use a mechanical saw? Like... Alright, there we go. Alright, and then I'll put a belt here. Now, where's that brass tunnel? There it is. So, the point here is that we're gonna have a, I might have to adjust the setup here, so... This doesn't have to be long, it just has to reach where it's gone. So go there, go there. And then I guess we'll go there, go there. And there you go. So... From there... Okay, I need a mechanical saw as well. I didn't think about that one going in. The mechanical saw can be used to unpack boxes easier. That's the main point, at least. And some are decent and others aren't. Also, guys, I'm gonna apologize for playing so much Minecraft this week. Might have gotten a little too into it. I know that these streams can probably be a little bit, difficult to watch. I don't know. Alright, so start by verifying... Okay, that'll go the wrong direction. Wait. Why is it just defaulting to... God, are they really gonna make me do it this way? And I gotta start over. Alright, we'll do this. See, now you're choosing the hard way. I put this in the hotbar. Put you there. Put you there. And then... Okay, let's go in the right direction. No, it will not. We can... Oh. We can verify this. We'll put a gearbox here. And this will either work perfectly or... Huh. You know, I didn't expect a half perfection. But half of perfection is still imperfect. And I'm deeply disappointed. So now what? Is there a way for me to leak? There is. Unfortunately, that way isn't very much better. I don't know if there's a compact way to do this. I feel like I'm required to use the gear shift for this. My only problem with gear shifts is they're kind of bulky. Because you don't just use the gear shift. Oh. You also have to use other stuff as well. Okay, so... Redstone torches... Wait, no. Redstone torches don't work if they're attached. It's gotta be a block. Which then adds to the bulk of it. As I mentioned, I'm not a very big fan of having to use gear shifts. Alright, and there we go. All that effort, and that's what it took. Now to get this going in the right direction. Okay, wait, hold on. What if I was to... Yeah, I know, I have to keep destroying it because it just doesn't want to work. You know what? It's not my favorite part of the game either. We can agree on one thing. Alright, so... Okay, so let's say, hypothetically, we were to just leave this as is. Then... You're so close! I don't know why this is messing me up so much. I just don't want to have to do this with like 100 different blocks. You know, because then it starts looking bad. Hi, Lime Fan. I am currently losing my mind just trying to figure out how to make these gears look good. Okay, so gear shift. So that's like the only way to get this to look tolerable. What was to... No. I hate my life. Yeah, I know. It hates you. Anyways, that's sort of done. It has dawned upon me. I need more gearboxes. Because I want to have this be like a three-way thing. Like, you know, all of it goes... And kind of like in the same direction. Like, all of these go into different directions, basically. Anyways, for now, let's just... Encase chain drive. Alright! So... This is a thing! Now I just gotta put... Okay, mechanical press. Stock link goes there. Wait, hold on. I wonder if that block is... Like, that redstone signal's gonna block the incoming signals. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, funnel. And there we go. It's... Oof. This is fun. We're calling this fun. What do you got on you? Pistol casing. Alright then. So this works. Sort of. Where is the... It's in my backpack, I think. Dama! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! Oh, frick! Raid on both platforms. That's cool. Thank you! Welcome, raiders! How's the stream? Yeah, Dama, how's it even? How's the stream? And Satoru Yoki, welcome, Yokoi, welcome, how's it even? And Mia, welcome, how's it even? Why is it always gotta be an inside job? Like, seriously. Okay, so the package filter we're gonna use is, played some Blizzard 101. That's good, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna do seed oil. Let's make it lowercase. To make life easier. Thank you for the follow. Zomgpai2. How's it doing? Ooh, prematurely casting spells. How embarrassing. Don't worry. It happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. You know, unless you're normal. Alright, so gearbox. That works. Unfortunately, we'll need a second gearbox because this is awful. Anyways. Why do you catch space? See, I appreciate that you said that. I appreciate that you say that, Lamb man. Anyways. Okay, wait, so. Okay, but let's see. Will this work? Oh my god, it does! Oh my god, it does! Wait, hold on. This will work. Finally, something's working out for me! I have not been getting many W's in the engineering department. Seriously? Wait. Seriously, that feels like an insult to injury right there. Anyways. You know, in hindsight, I should probably... I should move the seed oil closer to this over here because that means I'll end up having to use fewer pipes. So, this entire setup, trashed. It's... Yeah, just trashing the whole thing. Sort of. I mean, it's not completely dead. It's just mostly dead. That's life. But yeah, Zonkfly, welcome, how's it doing? It's a little bare bones, but it makes do. B2 were for different. I don't know what you mean by that one, Lion fan. But I appreciate your dedication to the cause. Wait. Hold on. So... Oh, is the dog following me or... Right. I tell ya. Cause I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna go. You know what? No, this doesn't have to be. This doesn't have to be outgoing. I mean, there doesn't really need to be an outgoing section here because most of the stuff is primarily supposed to be just for factory stuff, so doesn't matter. And now we're underneath the chain drive, and I hate this. I just have to lengthen the conveyor belt. Yeah, this is what it is, guys. This is me just displaying my tism for all to see. Just me being tistic. Zero. Every time you hear the wolf bark, you would secretly tell it no for barking at nothing. You don't know if it's nothing. It could be something. It could be barking at some old like at some old like old man who's like, you know, turns into animals or something. This is another one where it's turning into a bit of a... No. This is a waste of casings. No, we're doing this stuff. Okay, wait. We can do it like this. So, there we go. And then we'll like put a gearbox there. Anyways. All right. So, So this is gonna be our seed oil place. Let's see if I can get a gauge put on here, because I'm kind of curious about how that works. Well, you check first, then you discipline. That is fair. I admit, I have never really had a dog. Or any pet, for that matter. Pets are kind of intimidating for me, because I don't really, I can't really take good care of myself, so I don't really know for sure if I could do that for anything else. At least in games like Minecraft, you don't have to feed them. That's later, Top Hat. That's later. I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, this one could be repurposed as one of those machines, but like if you really need to, but like, you know. I don't think I'd recommend it though. It's not really, you know, designed for that. I do like cats, but it's like I said, I'm not very good at taking care of myself, and I just don't know if I could wanna take that responsibility. Look at you. Vertical gearbox. I don't wanna go. I think it'd be better if I didn't, It'd be better that I don't go, getting a pet or really anything that, you know. I don't want to make anything suffer just because I want to be entertained in the moment. Alright, so this is our little setup over here. And I forgot to grab the factory gauges! Again! Ah, your sister brought Chinese food! Lucky! Also, welcome back to the hostel. How's your day, bud? Alright, let's see here. I got like 2 of those. There's like kind of a point, but it's like kind of not a point. It's weird. You know, maybe I should also link up the chain drives to the doesn't matter. Okay, so oh, I gotta tune it to a stock first. Okay, so oh, okay. Where are the wheat seeds? Where are the wheat? Oh, wait, I can just do it this way. This is actually kind of cool. Let's see here. Ingredients see me out about adding cranking other factory gauges. Wait, so okay, wait, hold on. I need to look at how the factory gauges work again. Alright, right-click a stock link before placing it connected to its network. When placed on a package or factory gauges can monitor items inside the inventory. Right-click it with the item that should be monitored. The gauge can refill this inventory from the logistics network. I think I understand what I did wrong then. Okay, so I'll leave that alone actually. You know what? No, we're gonna yank that. Okay, so we needed no saw. No saw is needed. Well, we actually should need these guys, but it's kind of for different reasons. Okay, so I need a container. Is that all? Yeah, I need to go make a freaking barrel. Why are there so many roaches? Where are the roaches coming from? I thought they didn't like light. Okay, whatever. See, remember, guys, there's two kinds of barrels. One that you put stuff in, and one that you send stuff out of at very high speeds. That typically goes into a person. Okay, so then we'll put that there. it just... I think it just ate it. Oh! It... Funnel. I'm just gonna say like 40. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! I forgot that it does plant oil as well! This is backfiring. For what it's worth, both can be used for the same purposes, but it's still kind of scary. We're gonna make it like 20 then. You know what? Let's leave it at 20. Okay? Cool. We'll leave it at 20 just because, like, whatever. This is exclusively to be used as just our, like, you know... It's a betweener thing, you know? It's for when we're just trying to get stuff to happen, and... I need to make an item filter. Because the plant oil has a chance of, like, you know, mixing in with the seed oil, and that can cause issues. Anyways, that's half of our problem resolved. Well, not really half. Let's take all those barrels, actually. You know what? I swear, this one mod has really taught me how to use the crafting grid. Anyways. Little things are cool though. Okay, so plant oil. Can I throw the plant oil itself on there, or... No, it has to be the bucket. Okay, whatever. And that's on our deny list, so no plant oil gets made. Alright! That's half of it done. For what it's worth, we could take the seed oil and the plant oil and just stop right there, because both can be used to light these up, but... I want to go further. I want to make biodiesel. So guys, we will have biodiesel. So now I gotta figure out how to go about this. So, what do we need for biodiesel? Alright, so biodiesel is made by mixing plant oil or seed oil and ethanol. Wait. Doesn't matter. Ethanol. So, I make ethanol. Ethanol is created by fermenting. We'll do bulk fermenting to make life easier. Bone meal is not fun to get. But I shall persevere. Let's see here. Okay, first things first. You come off there. Get you. Alright, so. This, I guess, is where I'm gonna send the eggs, so. Let's see, I'm gonna need another. Moments like this where I realize that I made my base way too big! Unbird, welcome, how's it even? It is evening, I suppose. Ah, that was a pun! I didn't even mean it, but that ended up being a pun! I'm disgusted with myself. I don't know why, I always want to spell zinc with a K. Probably because K is like a really cool letter, according to... late 90s, early 2000s, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so... Anyways, he had the point. We must pollute the world, yes. Yes. Okay, well, for what it's worth, I could go on ahead and just, like, you know, because I do have a pump jack somewhere that is, like, collecting crude oil. But then I have to set up, like, a train system, and... I mean, I want to do that, but it's just, like, one of those... I don't... It's gonna take time. Just let me have my fun. Huh. One thing that's also dawned on me just now. Okay, so... we're gonna need to make a... oh boy. Something has once again dawned on me. A complicating factor that I didn't quite consider when I was coming in here. I'm gonna have to make a dissolver. Alright, so it's... magma block, 2 pistons, redstone. Okay, so... wait, first we'll start with the piston. So I didn't make a piston. It's been a minute. Oh, well, one actually. Good, I guess. I don't know why, but for some reason the piston recipe always messes me up. Alright, so that's... two cobblestone. Seriously? You're gonna make me unpack my redstone dust? Very inconsiderate of you, game. Very inconsiderate. Planks. I don't know. We're getting lag. Yeah. Wait. Mizu and Under the Tea were in a Vice article? What the frig? It kinda is 3 factorial. That's what a lot of people have called it. Anyways, so... trying to remember what the thing was for this. Right. Magma. Magma. Piston. Redstone. Or was there just like redstone in the middle and then like iron on the outer sides? Alright, dissolver. And then I need a way to get power to it. Sometimes I wonder if alchemistry isn't worth all it's cracked up to be. Let's see, I think I need a compressor as well, or compactor. Same idea, just with pressure plates instead. I know how to make a pressure plate! Okay, well that was close. Well, we'll say I was close. Anyways. Come on, game, not in front of my friends. Alright, redstone. Alright, those are the main machines I'm gonna be using for this. And the worst part about that is I'm gonna have to get electricity over there, and that's gonna make everything more complicated, which is just a fun time, anyways. And now it's confirmed that I actually made the right thing. Compactor. Yeah, you can make calcite with a compactor. And then we need a mill. Where's the mill? Andesite, random thing, cogwheel. Andesite casing. Will this work? I don't know, the game's very picky. It's gotta be actual stone. Not cobblestone. Cobblestone's just a little bit too much of a poor people thing for this. Copper spool. Small connector. So now we also gotta do some electrical wiring as well. Which is how you know things are gonna go extremely well. Let's see, is this too far? It is not too far. Good. But it's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of feels a little... Can you blame me for wanting my wiring to look pretty? Come on! Oh. Wire node's full. Missed. I'm getting delays. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so we're gonna put you up there. And now everything should work. Should. See, the word should is considered a weasel word. Because it's like, it could mean exactly what I said, or it could mean nothing. It could just be worthless, meaningless fluff just thrown in there to make everything seem better than it actually is, even though this is an unmitigated disaster. And here's a fun fact about all of this. Network usage gets real finicky when it comes to, like, actually making this stuff work. I like using the wires. Trust me, I do. I just... it can be kind of annoying sometimes, you know? I should really consider making a nuke. Like... yeah, like nuclear energy. But then I gotta do an entire thing with thorium and figuring that stuff out and... oh. What's going on over there? Huh. He's having some issues with the path thing there. I mean, he's a little confused, but he, you know, he gets it. He knows what he's about. Alright, clearly I have to reestablish something there. Ah, gotta love delays. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna just work on this part first, and then I'll go for the rest of it. Because I need to make sure this works, and then we'll... I mean, of course it works, but... we've already established that it works. That's why my package is delayed. Ah. Dang it. I gotta make a thing. Alright, fine. Wire too long is apparently a valid complaint. If I was in charge, it wouldn't be, though. Alright, so, dissolver. TPS is going down. It's not good, guys. Anyways. Don't tell me this thing broke on me now. Ah, frick! Combustion reactor's pretty much dead. That's an oof. Alright, well, I don't feel like refilling it. I'll deal with that later, then. But where did I put all this? Oh, so much junk. Alright, there we go. Oh well. So that's all of it. Okay. Um. That is not where that was supposed to go. Alright, set that to push, and are we getting power? The answer is no. But I see something. Network usage. I was never connected. I could have sworn. Alright. This is it. Alright, cool. Alright, there we go. Now that's full. Now we can only pray that the rest of the network didn't get completely screwed up. Because here's a fun fact. Any sudden fluctuations in power in the network make things very complicated. For what it's worth, I really need to make a bigger, I need to make a bigger, and I need to make it more efficient. I have enough netherite. I should actually be able to make some netherite magnets. Oh well. We got it ready! This lag is making this game basically unplayable. I think I killed him. I can't tell though. Well, regardless. Anyway, so what's this about the Enderman being a specific race? How's the cable management on the RV? You know, I don't have many cables to worry about, so it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. Okay, so the push here is looking okay. Actually, let's compare it to some of the other areas. I don't know why all of a sudden it's... No, it is... this bag that had my magic stuff in it. Why do they gotta make it so complicated? Alright then. Oh, Twitter. Never change. Never change. So can we finally all just agree that Steve is probably like Hispanic or something? I mean, if I had to make a guess, you know, like, all I'm saying is Jack Black was clearly miscast. I would guess he's right with the town, honestly. Yeah, I know, but it's kind of fun. I just find it more entertaining to give Jack Black a hard time for, like, you know, because it's funny. Frick, what was I looking at here? Oh, I didn't really need to grab anything. I just need to. I'm gonna go check this. Push. Good. 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 Okay, looks like everything's working okay. Not all of them can be running at the same time, though, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, could be worse. It's just not letting me pick up the package. Okay, so let's just say we're gonna... Okay, so we'll go over here. Yeah, I just don't know what the issue here is. I don't know why Mr. Package refuses to go through. Okay, let's just say hypothetically I was to... This is gonna take a minute. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unfortunately, this does appear to be broke. So it's gotta be fixed. If it ain't broke, it doesn't have enough features yet. Exactly, exactly. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta take a look at the I'm gonna take a look at the website just to see if the server is like overloading or something. I have too many tabs. I need to purge my tabs again! But there's just a part of me that's too afraid to. You know that feeling like when you're just like, yeah, you got that. You're just like, you know you need to do a tab purge. But you don't know if you'll survive the tab purge. I can't tell if it's my internet that's the problem. See, okay, there we go. Login. Alright, console. Oh! Well, geez. Let's see here. I mean, for what it's worth, I'm not really seeing many issues, though. I can't tell if it's on me or if it's on the server. There's a part of me that's tempted to spend more money on it, but then I realized I'm the only person who plays on it, and I don't know if it's worth it, you know? Steve is probably Mexican. He's a great builder and probably no safety equipment. You know what? An interesting observation there. This might take a minute. It could be pretty. It's a beefy mod pack. Okay, so we're good. That was barely manageable. Okay, so this one's this factory. And also everything's overstressed. So now I gotta go and fix it. And up and... So... Oh, great. I really should just get rid of these doors. They're more trouble than they're worth. They're hardly ever used. And in all honesty, this section of the base, I think, just needs to be opened up entirely. It was fun while it lasted, but then it stopped working properly. Anyway, let's see if this works. I'm curious, actually. Okay, that works. Fine then. More chains for me. I don't know what they're used for, but... Okay, so... I think what I'm gonna try doing is... Over here, I'm gonna probably do an outgoing packages thing. So, like, over here... So this right here is gonna be our incoming... And then I'm gonna have another one that's for, like, outgoing packages for, like, other parts of the base. It's just gonna be anything that doesn't match the filter. That didn't fix it. I was kind of hoping it would, but then it didn't. Well. I gotta pull up this stupid card. Yeah, nothing's working right now. It's like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be on me or anyone else. Alright, fine. Oh, right, the game's just frozen. Yeah, we got a server overload going on right now. I think it might be related to water frames, but I can't tell for sure. Anyway, so... Okay. Oh my god. Alright. It's sort of works. Oof. Oh yeah, no, the game's just kind of losing it. I can't tell for sure if it's on my end or if it's on the game's end. All I know is nothing works. Just nothing works. Elijah! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Actually, if the game's gonna be like this, I'm gonna take a look, actually. Let's see here. Config files. Wait, no, I can't do that. I gotta go in, like, the file access. I might restart the server. Just to see what... Just see if I can, like, make it just a little bit more efficient. But I'm gonna have to go into the configs first to get some stuff fixed up. A lot of this seems to be coming from wireframes, which... I don't want to remove the mod because it's just a peak mod, but... Well, I also don't want it to be too much of an issue, though. Thoughts on the new war bond? I'm interested. That's... Yeah, best I got. I like that. I like the sabers. I like that they have the saber. Let's see, wireframe server. Edit. Alright, then enables media processing and rendering. Huh, apparently wireframes is compatible with Eureka of all things. That's kinda based, actually. Enable lag tick term correction. Remote permission. Oh wait, hold on, this might work. Wait a second. So maybe wireframes can just watch the... I'm gonna have to mess around with the configs on this just see what's up, but I'm gonna see if I can find some very particular websites that'll work on here. I don't see what the potential fix is, though. Hi, Daniel. How's it doing? Let's see here. Keep rendering. This option on the sync times is player becomes way unstable, sync time is increased to 10 seconds. You can only manually sync every 10 seconds after a seek. Okay. the issue is. I know what the issue is. It is not the server. And here's how I know it's not the server. Because I know that when I don't stream, this runs fine. This runs fine. Wendier, welcome. How's your day been? Sergeant Tin Man, welcome. How's your day been? Bark. Oh God, the flag, the flag. It's glorious. It's beautiful. I love the flag. Just seriously, that. Honestly, that I find it so disappointing the number of people who are calling this just like a bad, like a bad warband. Like anybody who thinks this warband looks bad needs to face the wall. Wait, okay, so... legitimate question. Will this work? Like, let's just say, serious, legitimate question. Only I'm not out of time till the pool situation happens again. What's the pool situation? Ah, nah, it unplugged. Dang it, now I gotta go do this all over again. Alright, let's see, here works the chest. I'm gonna get to the chest. Inaccessible because of oak logs. I mean, they won't mind if I take a few, right? Like, yeah, no doubt they don't need all of them. Alright, and there we go. See, and that's how I reset this entire thing. By the way, there are days when I kind of regret making this design because honestly, it's never worked properly. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that design has been kind of trashed from the start. I don't know why, it just is. It never works quite as well as I'd like it to. Oh, that situation. I don't think I did anything wrong that day. And I think most would agree with me. I like that we did it in front of his wife too. Anyways. Wait, but so no, this won't work. I'm gonna have to redo this entire setup as well. This actually is where we're gonna need that saw. Do I still have a saw? Yes, I do. Good. Good. And here, by the way, is why the saw is necessary. Because, okay, so the game will not let you unpack a box if the box is too big. Like, if the contents of the box is more than will fit in the inventory you're trying to unpack it into, the packager just won't do anything. The saw, however, doesn't care about what you're trying to put it into. So, this is the most sensible option. Also, the realization that I just wasted a ton of electricity on that. Pain. Pain, Peko. Oh well. For what it's worth, that thing produces a lot of forge energy. Like, there's no batteries or anything in here. It's just... that just works. That just happens. Anyways, so... wait a second. But I can't request. How about if I was to... okay. What can I put a factory gauge onto? Back to the factory gauge! Okay, so... when placed on a packager, I can monitor objects inside the inventory. Right-click and remove with the item that should be monitored. The gauge can... okay, so does it have to be on a packager? Right-click it again to open its configuration UI. Set the address to be used for request items. Okay. Okay. So... dang it! I really want to use this mechanical saw. I have had no good... I haven't been able to use the mechanical saw because the game just doesn't want to let me use the mechanical saw. This is... it's garbage. It's terrible. I hate it. Anyways. So, what I need to do here is a bit more complicated than I actually really wanted to do. We are gonna need the packager. The packager is the key to all of this. Mostly because the packager is the guy that places the order. Okay. So then we'll put your... here. Okay, you wanna know something? You wanna know what's in the box? There's a cat in the box. And that cat may or may not be dead. You don't know whether or not that cat's dead, though. And because neither of us really can know for certain, that cat remains in a state of limbo, where it's the state of it living or being dead is impossible for anyone to know, and it simultaneously exists at the same time. So long as we never open the box, the cat remains in limbo, with us never realizing if it's alive or not. Your indecision killed the cat. Or perhaps some could argue, made the cat's life significantly worse. Anyways. Egg. Where's egg? There is egg. Set it to 16. Right. Right, this is set to... I think it's bone meal? Hold on. Bone meal. Alright, now it places the order. Well, this would just a little bit better if, you know. Had a little bit of rotational energy going to it. And now the eggs will funnel into the dissolver, wherein they will be disintegrated into protein and calcium carbonate. We don't really need the protein as much as the calcium carbonate, though. Okay, I'm gonna set this to 8, actually, just because, like... only issue that I have with this is I really would like it if there was an option for me to, like, you know, to prevent these from, like, coming out too fast, you know? Because I'm gonna be honest, with the dissolver, you can end up with a lot of stuff coming out of it for a while. Yeah, basically. Look, there is an endgame here. It's just complicated. That's all. Actually, it might not be a bad idea for me to... I'm gonna need more of those, brass tunnels. Because it's actually really useful for sorting items around. Keeps things from getting too complicated or, well, also too simple. Also, this is killing me. I just... Alright. Do I have the materials to just make more? Because I'm looking at this and I'm kind of realizing, okay, I'm gonna need, like, at minimum, like, 2 more brass tunnels. I don't like it, but it's just, you know, how stuff is. Ah, okay. Because I'm thinking something along the lines of... This right here is, like, gonna be, like, the kind of area where it will all sort of lead into loading. Because I don't want it to be too complicated, but I feel like I want to make it complicated anyways, because I don't really know for sure what I'm doing here, and... Oh dear. It's complicated, okay? You know what? It doesn't matter what I do. It's gonna be complicated. Complications just happen. It's like when, you know, it's like when a patient dies on the table. It's just how life is sometimes, okay? We can't make it not happen. Also, I gotta say, so earlier today I was talking with some of the guys one of the guys that works in what is it? Who works in maintenance at my work. And I gotta say, there's something about the maintenance guys who just they have some of the best conversations. I don't know what it is, they're just really good at talking to people. Is it necromancy you take offense to what? Necromancers are just healers who haven't given up. No, that's fair. Fair. Okay, wait. Then I'll put you like that. Okay, so for those who don't understand what I was going on here, basically, okay, this is gonna be complicated though. You know what the best part about this is though? I basically made this setup on my space station. And ironically, it was a lot more compact in there because I kind of had to make it compact so, you know, it wouldn't cause issues. Anyways. Okay, so where's everything supposed to go? I need more things. Yeah, but the idea is that if an address doesn't match anything on the thing here, then it's probably not supposed to go. Alright, there's 8. Okay, so this is gonna be outgoing packages. Only send. Alright then. Kind of unnecessary to make that now, but there's a point to it all. Anyways, what was I making again? Yeah, no, legitimate question. What was I making again? Alright, do we make, this just feels like a waste of a vertical gearbox, though. It's the only way to make sure I can get it, otherwise I gotta do weird stuff, and I don't like doing weird stuff. I kinda wish there was a gear shift that didn't require redstone. Like, it was just always active. I never did use that gear shift, did I? Which means I still have a gear shift! Where's the redstone? I still have a gear shift! Well, it's just annoying because it's like, I just kind of wish it, you know, it was there because, like, the problem is that more often than not, you're going to use the gear shift specifically because of the fact that, you know, it reverses the rotation. After that, you're not really going to have much reason to use one. And it is kind of annoying. Because there's demands. This thing's trolling me. Oh my god. Can I flip it? Okay, there we go. Alright, that works, that works. Then all we need is just to get you going. And there we go! I'll put some andesite casings on everything to make it all look pretty, because most of it doesn't look pretty at all. I have seen the new Helldivers Warbond trailer, and it is wonderful. Okay. This looks like a mess. But it's not a mess, though. I'm gonna stress. It looks like a mess, but it's not a mess. Okay, so I'll keep on focusing on the current setup here. So then after we get our calcite, then we need to pull out the millstone. And that'll make it into bone meal, which can then go all the way over here and get put in our thing. Because actually, since I got all these things that are like right next to each other, this actually makes connecting a lot easier. Yeah! See, it's working now. It's all coming together. Black White Tony, welcome, it's even. Yeah, but I'm pretty excited for the new Helldivers Warbond. I might end up actually just, you know, buying it outright. Because I don't think I feel like grinding for this one. Because I've kind of been out of Helldivers for a bit, and, you know. Some people will be like, you know, oh man, people aren't playing the game anymore. It's clearly dead. No, we're just... It's a dry spell. You just gotta wait a bit. Let him cook. Alright, so... bulk fermenter. So it's gonna be a barrel and 2 andesite alloys. Not difficult, but not simple either. Oh, sorry, need more, I think I should have stuff to make them. What I needed again? I can't remember what I needed, but I do know that I need to go and get access to my, I need to get some rotational force going to our mill, which is... done! That was easier than I expected it to be, honestly. The good thing about this is it doesn't even have to be fast. It just has to work. Which, honestly, is half of this, isn't it? We are just going off of hopes, dreams, and prayers. And I need to get power connected to this. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, so... most of the system should work now. Good thing is, we don't really need any filtering if something goes over here. Well, okay, we're gonna need some filtering. Actually... Alright, how to use the repackager. Alright, sometimes it's crucial village to request a single package, or otherwise other packages can arrive in between. When this is the case, redirect passages to an inventory. Attach a repackager and power it with redstone. Ah, wait, no, it doesn't work. Okay, wait, so if I give a packager, like, a constant redstone signal, will that just make it, you know... some power pack items in the inventory in the package. Okay, I have to test this. Hold on. So we're just gonna make a package with a single egg in it and no address. Oh, frick. Get over. Okay, so... now what I need to check with this? Okay, so I think I wanted to test if... oh, wait. I need to test if, this was unnecessary. This was unnecessary. I'll keep this fine egg. Because, you know, times are tough. Barrel. I need more funnels. Kind of all coming together. Or not. Sometimes it just comes out, it all comes together. And other times it doesn't really do much of anything. And you're just kind of like wondering, you know, well, that was dumb of me. Okay, so block of redstone. And what's it called? Frick. Ugh, God. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in just a minute. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I decided to go check on the laundry. You know, because I put some laundry on before stream. It was in the dryer. And I get back out there, and then I realize somebody set the dryer to no heat. So, and then after that, the dryer also, that's what I was thinking! Who sets the dryer to no heat? And then, after that, it eats my money. This thing, that dryer is evil. The amount of money I have lost on that dryer. Ugh. Do we have anybody who's a mod in, YouTube chat? Anyways. So... I need help. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go up to the front desk tomorrow and just be like, you know, hey, listen, can I have like $8 back, please? And yes, you can say to me, okay, well, why didn't you check what setting the dryer was on before you used it? I don't worry about what setting the dryer was on. I just assume somebody didn't set it to no heat. Am I so foolish for this for my optimism? For my belief in people? Okay, so we're gonna set this to factory. Done. Alright, so now we're gonna say put a block of redstone on top. Okay, so that works. Cool. That's cool, actually. That did work. Alright. So, new strat discovered. New strat discovered. I'm just wondering what's the best way I can make this redstone look good. Because, honestly, I don't feel like moving this, like... I really don't feel like doing a bunch of chain drives for this. But yeah, so that's been my recent camping experience. God, freaking people, I swear. Alright, so I think everything is going according to the plan. Yes, so... I need more andesite scaffoldings. Scaffolding. It's an aesthetic choice. That's what it's for. That's a good question, Imbird. That's a very good question. Ironically, in a way, I feel like if you press the button, you're most likely gonna end up, you know... Okay, how sanitary is the money? That's the question. There's the good question right there. Okay, maybe it was delicates, but like... Okay, no, it wasn't even about hot water. This was the dryer. The older the money, the more gross it is. That is true. That is true. Well, you gotta put it this way. It's like, okay, so if you press the button, you will forever poop money when you poop. However, all money will smell and feel disgusting to you like poop. Do you press the button? And that's what we're going off of. That is the bizarre premise we're starting from here. And I think I need additional information. After all, never sign a contract without a lawyer present. Yes, it is. To you, all money smells. That's the idea. That's the idea. So it's like to you, the person receiving the money, it all smells and feels gross. But I'm guessing to anyone else, it's gonna be just a whatever thing, you know? Still bring your lawyer. It could be dangerous. You need someone to help you out if it turns into a fist fight, you know? Still need my post-apocalyptic, lawfare-based, manga. It'll be sick, trust me. Okay, so, how are we doing here? I think this might almost be all of it. Okay, so, for this one, this is gonna be, not bone meal, potato. Alright, well, I'll leave that alone for now. Because we don't really have an actual place for it to go. We will. We just need to get that, Okay, so, bulk fermenter, barrel, andesite alloy. So... Dang it, I need another funnel! Wait, I need another. I need a blast tunnel first, cause I can't work with just this current setup, cause they're gonna end up getting something. Something's gonna get in there and gum up the machine. Wait, that's not it. Electron tube's my favorite. At least it's already polished. Oh, oh, frick, Kenji! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! It has been a while, jeez. How you been holding up, Nia? Seriously, it's been a while. Like, seriously. For a bit there, I kind of thought you were dead, actually. And there's that part of me that gets a little bit nervous, like, when it comes to interacting. It's all sorts of bad stuff. But you know what? I apologize. I need more. Hey, guys, forget the funnels. I forgot to grab the funnels. I'm making more andesite alloy. Played this Minecraft one a while ago from Spellbox's Peak. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's irons. I can't remember for sure though. Never played that one, but I mostly just use ours. I kind of like ours, mostly just because it kind of reminds me of like Oblivion when it's spellcrafting. Well, not Oblivion, Morrowind. And I like Morrowind. Alright then. Okay, so blast tunnel goes here. And calcium carbonate is the only thing that's allowed to go through here. Here. Right, ethanol. Okay. And we're using potatoes and bone meal to make our ethanol. It should make it a half decent level. 1 potato and bone meal for 400. For 4/10 of a bucket of ethanol. That's actually really good. Oh, I may as well just put the whole thing in there. Alright then, well, that didn't go quite as well as I expected. Right, and then that'll get sent over here. Hold on the chain, I can grab that, and then we'll... I guess throw it in... Yeah, that works. That works. That's something of a bottleneck. But I'm not really gonna get too worked up over it being a bottleneck of all things. Alright, so... Now I need to go get a factory gauge and we can get the potatoes running in there. And then we'll be making our ethanol. You forgot to press the instrumental just now. I've waited upwards of many hours before I pressed the end string. Sometimes, I never even press it. People just hang out in chat. You know, the secret chat parties, they happen. They think I don't know, but I know. I've seen it. I've seen it. Alright, so... Okay, so first we gotta connect this to the stock link. And then put it on here. One stack of potatoes in there at a given time. Oh, right. And thus... Potato! Ethanol. That's what we came here for. Good. Good. But... Well, now I'm learning how this is gonna go. No. We already have the vodka factory running. I'm not worried about that. Is it just gonna keep going until... Oh wait, but there's three levels of it, so that must be where the bulk part of the fermentation comes in. Great. They really don't explain how the bulk fermenter works. I'm not really worried. I just want to make sure the potatoes aren't just gonna infinitely go in. Because that's gonna make me nervous, you know? Like... nice just watching everything just work, though. Because it really does just keep going. It's still gone. Have we run through the entire potato supply? We're out of potatoes. I'm not necessarily worried here as much as I'm just like... I kind of don't want every single potato that we have going in here, because... then it just kind of starts turning into an issue, you know? I think I should have just gone with the basic fermenter. Well, for now, let's just sort the ethanol out. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of pipes. This is where we're gonna put the biodiesel first. I'm not paying for a party I didn't go to. That's your problem, not mine. Okay, pipes. Fluid pipe. Okay, so... now we need another basin. I think I'll put it right here, actually. Oop. Lag spike. Yeah, I don't know why rating doesn't end stream either. Then again, on Twitch, Twitch is kind of a weird platform. Alright, so... actually, you know what? Putting the thing there, the cog... the pump there actually be the easiest option. Because then I can more easily just kind of... throw a couple of cogwheels on there. Ow! Hey there, little guy! He did not last. Okay. Alright, so I think right here I'll do. Alright, there you go. Yoink all these because we don't need them anymore. And then we just need to find a way to get power over to the pipes, which shouldn't be too difficult. First off, you just yoink you. Make a pump. Put the pump on there. Alright, so... I'm gonna just go and make an assumption on where this... Okay, this one? Okay, okay. I think I can make this. Wait. I know. I know. Easiest option. Easiest option. Hold on. Just... you. And then you! And... Alright, now I'll see if this is if this is all of it. Alright, seed oil, ethanol. Now I just need to get a mixing setup going, and I don't think that should be too difficult. Hard to say. I'll go and see if we have a mechanical mixer made up. Yeah, but depending on how this goes, I might end up having to change out what I'm using for this, because I don't like these numbers. Because in my opinion, if the numbers can't cap, then what's the point? Alright, unfortunate. I'm paying for all the electricity. I'm gonna use all the electricity. you for the raid. Fuck. Ow. Ow. Legs asleep. Legs asleep. Ow. Thank you for the raid, Umbra. It touches eyes a bit weird. No, for what's worth, I like fell asleep. For what's worth, typically when you do a stream, raids can be a bit weird. That's the main takeaway. Just takes a minute for it to get back. You know, why do you feel nothing when the blood stops moving, and yet you feel everything when the blood starts going? Somebody explain that for me? Alright, come on! Biodiesel, 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 biodiesel! Let's go! Biodiesel! Now I gotta sort all of this. Oof. Well, doesn't matter too much. We're close enough to the end. No, biodiesel. Alright, so... how much you guys want to bet this is not gonna work right? Because rarely does stuff like this ever work right. Oh, the hard part is getting the energy here. Yeah, biodiesel! So some of you may be wondering, what's the point of all this biodiesel? Part of it's the flex. That's a lot of bone meal and potatoes. Too much bone meal and potatoes. Oh yeah, there's also this issue as well. Okay, kata. I don't feel like dealing with this. Okay, how would you tell me that I don't have another... It's always something. It is always something. So now I gotta... oh god. Can you like make like an access or whatever for this area? Cause jeez. whatever. Oh, wait, I put it in the barrel. Because I didn't want to carry it around anymore. Alright, one last mechanical belt. And this arc is finally complete-ish. Complete-ish. You'd think that this would cause you to at least catch on fire, but... Nope. Okay, so, good news. The biodiesel is being made at a rate that probably far exceeds the speed at which this stuff burns at. The bad news is... nothing truly substantial, but... Actually, I'm gonna go and check the stressometer and see how we're doing on stress. Because... it's not doing too much. I definitely do think I should look into, buffing the, buffing the boiler up. Seeing as I was able to make a max level boiler in space, I'm pretty convinced that I should be able to manage that up, that on Earth. Oof, I don't know, right? Kinda wild now that it's over, though. And we're just gonna have that random plant oil in there. What happened to the space station? Oh, it's still there. I'm just not doing anything with it right now. It is a bit of a challenge to get that space station up and running. That's all I'm saying. Alright, well, now it's time for me to go grab some andesite, and we're gonna see about... getting our current farms rolling. Because fun fact, this all is just for the purposes of... this is just part of my gun making journey. It only, not gun making, bullet making. We can make guns, but bullets are a challenge. Bullet is challenge. it now that everything's sort of working. Like I said, though, I don't like this. This right here. Just this seemingly infinite potato. So, I'm gonna set this to inactive. And for that matter, I'm gonna take this off too while I'm at it. I think that should be enough to effectively halt all ethanol production. So guys, ready to see if this deletes all our potatoes? It didn't. Good. We have a lot of potatoes though. I shouldn't have done what I did with the bone meal. That was not a good idea. I did something I really shouldn't have done with the bone meal. Fuck. Oh well. Okay, so let's see here, basin processing. Okay, yeah, we just need a basin lid and a basin, that's all. I guess the irony is just that I prefer using the regular basin processing to the bulk fermenting, just because bulk fermenting is really just not my thing. Alright, so even though technically bulk fermenting produces more, but basin processing doesn't have this weird infinite loop thing. Alright, so, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use the basin I've got over here. It hardly ever sees use, and if I need another one, I can just make another one, but like... As it stands though, unnecessary. Alright then. Maybe I should just... Oh, I guess it's just how it looks. Alright then. Okay, so place an order for all that bone meal. Just all of it. Send it. No, part of it though is because I do want this to... Because this is where the farm exits out too. Okay, you know what? The system produces bone meal at an acceptable rate regardless. Screw it. Just send it. He was reaching for a gun. Anyways. Kobun. Welcome. How's your day been? Alright, so. This is something we're doing now. Mechanical mixer. So I need to make a whisk. Oh boy. I'm just gonna go and take initiative here. You guys didn't see what exactly happened there. But I saw what exactly happened there. I am just seriously, what even was that? What even was that? Just I accidentally like hit one thing and then I hit another and then it accidentally closed the thing. That's how this goes. That is a bad omen if ever I saw one. I probably should be winding down soon. Still overtime from work. Good! Good. Don't let them take a second more than they have to. At least not without paying. It's good too. Gotta remind them who's the real boss. Who's your real boss? And your real boss is the pretty lady on OnlyFans that you visit every day after work. It's not me. It's just a joke. But I would never. I would never. That's gross. I know a lot of things I'm not supposed to know. Like I know where babies come from. Yeah. Yeah, I know where babies come from. Sparky Lotta 420, welcome, how's it even? Heard that on Xbox Live once. Yeah, that's seriously. I know the forbidden knowledge. It's just like that, I lost all momentum. They're still going. I'm disconnecting, reconnecting. It's not going anywhere. Anyways, well, that's that. That's just killed all momentum. I can barely remember what I was doing after that. Right, I was taking the initiative and I was gonna make some more andesite alloy. Cause that by itself is one of the more useful things. Yeah, but like I said earlier, I think most of the issues on my end are mostly my internet and not the server. I think at least. I don't know for sure, but I think it's an honest assumption to make, though. Ugh. Wow, it really doesn't want me to play now. Oh yeah, so this is what I did with the, I can't even give myself night vision. Yeah, but in order to make this more efficient, I increased the number of, Okay, so I can't open containers, but I can't open doors. Do they remain open, or...? Oh yeah, this is intense lag right here. I might have to kill the server. I'm just saying, that might be necessary. Like, I might have to kill the server for this, because... Oof. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the console. Oh, wait, it's getting that. It's moving along. It's moving along. That picture finally rendered. It took a while, but it finally did. Oh, yeah, I did an Xbox Live with her. And I even held both our hands. I think it just kicked me. Did the game crash or disconnected? The server is still up though. Alright, one last time. Look, they want me out of there just as much as I want me out of there, okay? It's honest truth. This is an interesting situation I find myself in. Honestly, it might be something I have to just chalk down to, like, you know, some, you know, divine intervention. Like, I can tell it's not an issue with my computer because I'm still getting frames. I'm pretty sure the server's fine. Because, honestly, it's not even saying that it's overloading. The only possible point of failure is my internet. Yeah, it's like I said, only point of failure that could possibly exist here is my internet. Which isn't necessarily unheard of. I'm pretty sure OBS is higher priority than Minecraft on the list. If it disconnects me again, I'm just gonna kill it. I'm just gonna start over. Yeah, so if you see what you can sort of make out roughly what I did in there. I added more spawners. There's like 7 spawners in there. So all I have to do is just sit here and, you know, and this little adorable psychopath. You got like a glimpse of him. He just kills. And that's all he does. Also, for what it's worth, there's a lot of information I'd be pulling up with all this. Did you gotta remember, there's like 22 linked inventories to this one item right here. But like thousands of items. I can't say I'm surprised if it doesn't If the game's just like, yeah, we don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as divine intervention. Sorry, guys. Well, I wasn't gonna finish the thing off anyways. Well, not again. I'm gonna restart the server then. And we'll see what that does. Street. By the way, it's worth it. Probably should get to bed though. Yep, I should probably end it. I mean, I did restart the server anyways, but like, okay, just I'm not doing anything, but like, I'm just saying. I just want to know. I just want to know. I want to know if it actually, like, if it's my internet, if it's the server, or if it's a combination of the two. Yeah, I've been suffering from anxiety attacks recently. It's kind of difficult to work, though. They're pretty common, though, at night, so it kind of makes it difficult to sleep sometimes. Do everything in my power, though, to keep them from turning into full-on panic attacks, though. Did have that happen one night, though. Problem is, it's difficult to really do that. I think a part of it's just that I've been, I think I've been, like, alone for too long. Like, living alone for too long. Any thoughts on the new Pope? Not really, honestly. I'm not Catholic. Besides, it's too soon to really have much of an opinion on him at all. We're kind of early in, and, whether or not it goes anywhere. He could lead the church into a golden age, and we could finally take Constantinople. Okay, so maybe the server is just sending too much data. But we can only hope to one day see Constantinople again. No, the 10th Crusade. The 9th Crusade was the last one. I tell ya, so many people these days. Born to fight in the Crusades. Raised to work minimum wage. Or maybe you could say forced to work minimum wage. I don't know, point is, anything would be better than the Children's Crusade. Look it up. Okay, let's look it up. see here. The Children's Crusade was a failed popular crusade by European Christians to establish the Second Latin Kingdom of Jerusalem in the Holy Land in the early 13th century. Some sources know the date. Although it's called the Children's Crusade, it never received papal approval from the Pope Innocent III to be an actual crusade. The traditional narrative is likely conflated from a mix of historical and mythical events, including the preaching of visions by a French boy and a German boy, an intention to peacefully convert Muslims in the Holy Land to Christianity, bands of children marching to Italy, and children being sold into slavery. And what the frick is going on? The Crusaders are the real events on which the story is based. Left areas of Germany led by Nicholas of Cologne, and northern France led by Stephen of Cloyes. The Children's Crusade also refers to a significant event in the civil rights movement, and it's kind of... Maybe that's what I'm talking about? It was basically a hipster... It sounds to me like there was, like, somebody really wanted something to happen, but then, like, they kept pressing the nothing ever happens button. Naturally, Pope Chud the 44th was not happy with that outcome. Pope Chud Jack. Wait, you guys are being paid for this? The promise of eternal salvation alone should be more than enough to make anyone want to join in the crusade. Just saying. Just saying. At least we'll have Helldivers to keep us entertained. That's where the real crusades are happening. Yes, I know. Go to bed. I just wanna get some things prepped for just so I don't forget, because I have a tendency to forget. Actually, once I get the full setup going for like the really big engine, the really big steam engine, I should make it, I should do something with it. Like, really do something with it. Like... with all that energy I'll have, hopefully a big surplus of it, I should use it to make a, frick, what was the machine I had in mind? A really big cobblestone farm. That's what I should do. Just the biggest cobblestone farm I can possibly make. with a ton of mechanical drills and other stuff, and it'll be great. It'll be great. That was the real struggle right there. Back in the days when RNG wasn't good. Alright, you kids have it lucky. We didn't have pity pools back in the day. There were no pity systems. It was war. There's no pity in war. I really want to know, because I want there to be like a way to like have a range of things, you know? Like no more than one thing, like but like no less than another. Yeah, like it's so if you have it so that it requests one stack. I don't know, it's just a little bit disappointing, you know, because it's gonna constantly be sending boxes over. And I don't really want them to constantly send boxes over. It'd just be nice if I had a little more control over it, I guess. No, yeah, like it's not a massive issue. It doesn't like, it's not gonna kill me or anything. It's just like one of those. Kind of disappointing is all. Hold on. I'm gonna get the whisks made, or the mechanical mixers made, actually, 'cause that's another thing I could definitely very easily forget if I'm not careful. I definitely gotta say the new create storage system though really just it's so much more aesthetic than even the bookworms are. Like I'm sorry, just having all these like being able to just have packages just going all throughout your base is just it's so cool. Okay, so Okay. I think that's as good as we're gonna get for now. Alright. I'll probably do some stuff if I get some free time over the weekend. Hopefully next time I'm able to play Minecraft, I'm able to, we're able to get fur involved, but there's a decent chance we won't, because that's just what fur does. Because he hates me. Despises me. Can't stand my guts. Anyways. There's a battle where Perseus and House crossed to the front lines without knowing the enemy Egyptian archers wouldn't dare shoot and potentially hit one. A death penalty offense in Egypt! Well, that's just life sometimes. That's just life sometimes. Honestly, I might have to make a thing specifically for making andesite casings. I also need to make a gold farm. Which is gonna probably be a part of the, really big cobblestone generator I really want to go for. But, The iron farm may remain as is, though. Anyway. Yeah, so... I'm gonna look at the right options. Let's see here. It's been a while since I last raided Jameis. He's currently playing Doom Eternal. I'll go ahead and give him a raid. It's been a bit since I last hung out with him. Man, I gotta be a better friend. That's my problem. I'm not a good enough friend. At any rate, how'd they manage to hurt all those cats? You know, that is a good question. That's a lot of cats. Anyways, may or may not pop in again tomorrow to play some more Minecraft. I don't know. Like I said, I'm in a phase again, so just... You know, just... Be patient, okay? They said... Psst, 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 psst. No, they're chill, they're chill, they're chill. Alright. I'm gonna put it as a big may though. I might be too tired and I may not just may not feel like it tomorrow. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. So good